Hey guys, Praveen here, and today I'm gonna explain all the colors in shadcn UI. So shadcn UI has all these primary, secondary, accent, base, lots of colors, and I'm gonna try to explain everything where it should be used, and uh, which one to use in specific places, how dark mode works, and everything. So yeah, this website we're seeing right now is called twixcn. This is where I generate all my new color palettes for shadcn based websites. So yeah, it's a good site, and I can explain everything from this list over here. So let's start with the primary colors. So primary colors is as the name suggests, the primary color of your app. So it will be the main accent color, it will be the main color that we'll use to your branding everything. So probably your button, a primary button, you will have a primary button with this color and things like that. So this primary is the primary color used everywhere, and primary always has a primary foreground. So this is for the foreground of the primary color. So in this case, in this button, right, you have the background, which is primary, and foreground, which is the text. So the text is in white color, that's why you decide over here. So everywhere you see foreground, it's always the text color. So primary foreground, meaning whatever text comes under the primary color. So that's primary color, easy to understand. Let's move on to secondary. So the secondary is the color which you use for all the secondary buttons, secondary badges, and everything. So here you see this colors, right? So that's the secondary color. So things like this color, and things like let me just change it. Yeah, this badge colors, and other mostly used for buttons, badges, and things like that. So here we have primary as 97, which is a slightly off color. So here you can see this selected state has a primary color. This button also has the secondary color. So, and the foreground is was the foreground of that secondary. Now accent colors. Accent is used heavily for like actual if you have two brand colors, you can use accent to have the other brand color in your app. So let me just open something that has an accent color over here. Nothing has accent. Oh, this has accent. Okay. So yeah, it's mostly used for deciding some things that if you have some other main color apart from the actual primary color, you can put that in accent, and we have accent foreground also. So yeah, it's mostly used for things like selecting hover states and things like that. Next, base color. Background is the actual page background. So everywhere in your app, the actual page background for the background color, and foreground is of course the text color. So all the text colors in your app will be decided from this foreground. So base colors is background and foreground, which will be auto applied to the page body tag with background and foreground. Let me just let's just move back to the default colors of it. Okay, chord colors is the single chords. So chords is like UI component in shadcn, and the chord background, of course, the chord background, which is a white chord, and chord foreground, which is the same foreground color here. Popover colors is I'm not sure if you have any popovers here. Yeah, things like this. So the tooltip popovers, the this things like this popover, you can, if you want to change the colors to that, you can change with this. So this is popover background color, and the popover text color, which is the popover foreground. Muted colors I use a lot because of see, so the muted is the background color for this muted. There's no muted that this avatars are apparently muted background. So yeah, muted color is for the background, but the muted foreground is like slate 500 color, which I use everywhere. So all the secondary text you see here with like grayish thing, it's using muted foreground. So I use muted foreground a lot. So whenever I have a title and description, the description will usually have muted foreground. And I don't think I've used it in actual, but just background muted anywhere, maybe in the sidebar, but yeah, I haven't used it that much. Destructive, I don't think I have any destructive things here. Destructive is of course the red. So if you need a red button, you can go for destructive, and the red buttons foreground color is this one. Border input, pretty self-explanatory. All the borders and the input colors, these borders like this, the card border, the input meaning the actual input text area, select everything, so that color. And ring is when you click on an input area, it will be surrounded by a ring color, right? This slight grayish color, that's the ring color. So these are pretty easy to explain, and it is used in, yeah, it's used in all the form elements. Chart, of course, the chart colors. I'm not sure why it's not added here. Oh yeah, so these chart colors. So this is like 1 2 3 4 5, just randomly, not randomly, whatever the first big thing is, will be having the first color, second color, third color, fourth color, and fifth color. And this is, I don't think this is the default shadcn color, but yeah, this looks okay. And sidebar is of course for all the sidebar colors. So sidebar background, which is the actual background color of the sidebar. Foreground, which is the text color. Primary, if you have any primary thing, I usually map this to the actual primary color in my app. Primary foreground, of course, accent foreground, so that's for like selecting something. If you need a background accent for selected, that's the thing you go for. And of course border and ring. So if you go tab one by one, you'll see a ring color, which is this, and if you add a border somewhere, you'll have the border. I don't think we have border anywhere here, but yeah, if you need a border color is there. So that's basically the simple thing. Background is for background, foreground is for text, and everything else goes on specific places. I mostly use primary color. I mostly change primary colors, base colors. I don't use color colors. Primary, base, muted, and all the border input color. That's the main things I go for. Everything else is pretty much secondary. I maybe like choose it once and that's all. But if you know what you're doing, you can play with all these colors and go for like super specific themes, which you can see here, like cloth theme, cyberpunk theme, graphite theme, and yeah. So all the colors here are pretty interchangeable. If you go to super base theme, you can see the primary color is the green color, and ring color of course again green. Charge, destructive, so most of the things is the same, and you can play with this. Versal, of course, it's versal. And let's just go to amber minimal. Okay, so this has this colors, the radius you can change it if you want, spacing you can change, but yeah, primary color is the yellow one, accent color is the lighter yellow one, and ring, everything is updated as you can see here. Let's see how this sidebar looks. Okay, looks okay. So yeah, that's like the basic of the shadcn colors. Again, if you want to change the things, change the primary colors, change the base color. Don't change the base colors. The base colors, like change it once and that's all. You can update primary colors you want, and you can update border input colors to match your theming. Other than that, I won't change other colors that much. Just select a good tailwind has slate, zinc, minimal, neutral, stone, the gray colors. So just select one that's closest to, that matches your brand, and go from there. Everything else, primary and border input colors, if you change that, everything else will be good. So yeah, that's it for this video. I'll be making another video just for the sidebar and showing how to rearrange and use the header, the footer, and everything from the shadcn sidebar. So yeah, make sure to look out for this video. But that's it for this one. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.